All right, guys, I think we are now live. I am not sure. This is, I just tried to download a brand new um, software here, and so I think we're working now. Let me just see if you guys, let me know if you guys can hear me on the right hand side or your right hand side. There should be some questions or some question like a question box, chat box that you can let me know if you're here. Tamara, how's it going? Let me know if you guys are on. This is strange software that we're using right here. I hope this is going to work. Let's see. Let me get the quality up here. I don't know why the quality is so bad. We might not go for very long on here because this quality is pretty bad. I'm just trying to set this up here. All right, guys, let me know what kind of questions you have. Otherwise, I'm going to go over the questions that you guys have submitted at helium10.com/questions. So let me know, guys. If you have any live questions, I'd be happy to go over it. Otherwise, we will go over all of the questions that you guys have submitted. So let me know where you're from. How's it going? Shirin, what's up? Paul, evening from England. How's it going? All right. I don't know how to get this resolution better here. I'm trying to get this resolution better, guys, because I'm pretty blurry right now, right? Let me see here if I can fix this. Hold on. All right. Let's see here. In the meantime, let me know if you have any questions. What do you guys, how's your week? How's your month going on here? How's the month going on for your Amazon selling? I want to make sure that you guys know about a webinar. We're going to have a webinar. I believe it's going to be Wednesday. All right, guys, make sure to set it apart in your calendar. You'll get an email about it sometime tomorrow, probably announcing it's going to be a great webinar. I can't tell you exactly what it's about, but it's going to be some very valuable information that you guys are going to want to go over. All right, so make sure that you tune in. So we're just going to go over some questions. I'm not sure if I can screen share because this resolution is really, really terrible. Yeah, 240p. I don't know what is going on with this. So we're just going to go over some quick questions, and I might come on later on tonight to redo this episode. So let me get to your questions here. So if there's no questions live, I'm going to get to our questions that you guys have submitted. Again, helium10.com/questions. And if this doesn't work, which I don't like it because of this resolution, we're going to do it again tonight. We'll redo this episode, but let's get to a few other questions now. All right, the first question is from, I just lost my screen here. First question is from Max. Max says he has a question about the canonical URL. He says, I understand what a canonical URL is. If you go to view page source, actually, it's, not necessarily what it is. And I also understand some people like to use the dash hack, plant dash after 5 keywords to get their canonical of choice. That is correct, yes. My question is that on the gems page of Helium 10, you get the canonical URL method. Are you saying that if I just make up my own canonical URL and do a giveaway, I can now rank for my chosen keyword? All right, again, this is not for Amazon ranking, okay? So canonical URLs do not help, the last I checked, with Amazon ranking. Canonical URLs are strictly for like search engine ranking, whether it's in Bing or Google or that. So again, if you're using the canonical URL generator from helium10.com/gems, it is only for the ranking on Google and Bing, not for Amazon. All right, so just make sure you got that set up. Let's keep going here. Next question is from Austin. Austin says, best way to get close might be able to take total sales monthly for first couple pages and divide by search volume. All right, Austin, I have no idea what you're asking, so please resubmit your question. All right, let me see if we have anything live here. We got some live questions. Where is it at here? Wait a minute, I thought I saw the screen up here. Oh, there we go. All right, Shirin has a question regarding scribbles, subject matter. All right, what's your question about scribbles, Shirin? And Eduardo, how's it going? Man, I cannot believe this. This is so bad. There is nothing I can do to change these outputs here. I just tried external display output, active broadcast control room. All right, guys, let me know your question, Shireen. I see you have a question about scribbles and specifically about the subject matter. So please let me know what your question is there. MK says, when will Helium 10 add a Firefox extension? MK, I don't think that we have that even in the works, because as far as I know, you're the first person who has ever even mentioned that. MK, so make sure to submit a question or a suggestion to support at helium10.com, attention suggestions, and we will try to get to that. So like if a lot of people start asking for it, might be something we work on, but I very highly doubt it, since we have there's tens of thousands of people who are using Chrome, for our users, but I'm not sure how many there are for Firefox. Paul says, how accurate are the live sales report? If you're talking about X-ray, it's highly accurate if you're looking at items that are selling over 15, 20, 30 a day, and that's what it's designed for. The only time where it can be like 100% off, like for example, if you're just checking today and it says that there's 2 sales a day, but really there's 4. Yeah, technically it's 100% off, but it's not designed to work on products that aren't selling very well at all. So those could be off. But once you start getting up to 25, 30 a day, it's usually within 10 to 20% max is the biggest variation I've seen, as long as there's no things like giveaways happening or Black Friday or something. But it's the most accurate that I have checked. But remember, it's not going to be as consistent if you're talking about products that sell 3, 4, 5 a day, which really 99% of us should not be searching in those kind of categories anyways, where the sales are all 2 or 3 a day. Eduardo says, what's wrong with keyword tracking? For me, keyword tracking is fine. For some, they've had issues, but if you're Eduardo, if you're somebody who has issues, then absolutely you need to make sure to contact customer support to get some help on that. All right, so contact customer support, and they will help you on that. All right, next question is from, let's see, Paul. Oh no, that was Paul. Casey's online. How's it going, Casey? What's up, guys? All right, I'm gonna cut this short. Only about like 15 minutes here. I'm gonna go over a few questions. I gotta fix this terrible resolution that we have here. So let me go over a couple more questions here. This is from Alan. Alan says, is there any Helium 10 tool that leverages Google Ads with our FBA listing? If not, what's the best way to strategize to use Google Ads at the moment to maximize FBA traffic? No, right now I don't know of any tools that can, put Google Ads together with your FBA listing. Now, there are trends that you could see using Google Analytics, using Google information. That's actually in Trendster in the Helium 10 suite. You can enter in the ASIN to check, how it's doing. At the same time, you could track like Google Trends as far as a certain keyword, how that's doing on Google. All right. Bebe says, is the keyword in the listing and the title, but it's not indexed, what to do? All right, you've got to make sure, Bebe, to see if you're using either a forbidden word, like free or something, or another thing, or it could be a trademark word, or it could be a word that maybe does not apply to your category. If Amazon does not think that it is appropriate to the category, like I've used this example because I usually have it here with me, like a phone case. If you're in the phone case category and you want to rank, or you want to index for pencil, and pencil's in your listing, they might say, well, pencil has nothing to do with the cell phone category, so we're not going to let you rank for that. All right, so Bebe, make sure to check that. Travis says, can Helium 10 track the competitor's actual inventory level day by day? Not right now. You can technically, you can do it throughout the day by using inventory levels. That's in our Chrome extension. But if you're asking if we can automatically track it, no, we don't have that. I don't think many people have asked for that, but if you guys would like to see that visibility, you could let us know. I'm not sure if that's something that we would be able to do within the terms of service of Amazon, but if enough people are asking for that, we could look into that. But for right now, you could just go on to Helium 10 and or onto Amazon and use the Helium 10 Chrome extension in order to get the day-to-day inventory from your competitors who are on your listing or even just on their own listing. Ken says, is there a P&L statement and profits? No, not at this time. No P&L statement. If that's something you'd like, definitely submit that to suggestions. Bebe says, how can I get indexed for brand names like Tupperware? I see a bunch of products on the first page that are not Tupperware. That's an excellent question, Bebe. Usually Amazon will not allow you to index for other brands. And because of that, that means that, oh, there's ants here. Because of that, that means that you will not be able to index for it. You won't come up in the search, and you're not going to be able to run sponsored ads. The only way that you can get indexed for a brand name is if Amazon does it for you. And how that happens is, let's say you have an auto campaign going, and Amazon decides to show you for a certain keyword, and then somebody actually clicks on it and buys it. I'm not sure how many it takes. Could be 1, could be 5, whatever. But if you have a history of it, Amazon is going to go ahead and index you for that brand name. All right, which in my opinion is not that cool. That kind of sucks. But I mean, it sucks if you're on the other side. Like if you're a Tupperware and all of a sudden other people can see ads, based on your product, and they can get sales based on your brand name. Well, that kind of sucks for Tupperware, right? Now, if you're one of the competitors of Tupperware, that's kind of cool for you, I guess, right? But yeah, that is currently the only way. All right, let me just see if there's any more live questions. We got to 10 questions right away because I'm sick of looking at this in 240p here. James says, there's a problem with X-Ray. It keeps trying to show the numbers only, but a few show up and the rest keeps trying to load. Let me, I just pulled up right now, James, a Chrome or X-Ray in collagen peptides. Let me know what it does in collagen peptides. I just pulled it up right now, and I see 100% of the numbers. So it might be something specific to you or the category that you're looking at, James. I'm not sure if you want to. I'm not sure if you're going to want to show that right now. But James, definitely try collagen peptides. And if you have issues on collagen peptides, it's a problem with your browser, because I just pulled up collagen peptides right now and have no issues with it. So make sure, again, in case you guys don't know, how do you get technical support? Because we can help, even if it's a browser issue, we might be able to help there. Support at helium10.com, or you click on the intercom, which is inside of your Helium 10 dashboard, that little chat box on the bottom right, and we'll be happy to help you. Eduardo says, I have a keyword which is ranked on the keyword tracker number 35, but I'm checking and I'm on page 2, position 22. Do you know anything about it? Oh yeah, Eduardo, that happens tons of times. Remember, you could have 10 different locations showing up in keyword tracker or even in Amazon. All right, so Eduardo, this is what I want you to do. You go to Chrome, if that's what you're using, and if you say, if you're logged in, log into your Amazon buyer's account and search for your product, and then see if it says you're on page 2, position 22, and then log out. All right, and then see where it says you are. Then go into incognito mode in your Chrome browser. See where it says you are. Go to Firefox. See where it says you are. Firefox logged into your Amazon. Firefox logged out. Go on your mobile browser. All right, your mobile Amazon app. See what position you are. Go into Safari on your mobile phone. Go into Safari in private on your mobile phone. Every single one, you might come out with slightly different ranks. Sometimes, what we call the Amazon search shuffle, is you might see your product on page 1, position 22, and then for somebody else, they might be seen on page 10. Now, rank 22 to rank 35, that's actually not much of a difference. So if you're curious about it, Eduardo, make sure to turn Boost on, and it's going to check every hour, and then you have a better chance to get to see all the different browsing scenarios that might be happening. So let me know if you don't know how to turn on Boost. I'll let you know right away. In the meantime, I'm going to go to a couple of other questions. Eduardo says, keyword tracker cannot be accurate. No, I mean, if we're returning a position for you, for your product, at that moment in time, we can't make it up. Like, literally, it's impossible. It is coming from Amazon. That is what your rank is in some kind of browsing scenario. We don't have any algorithms, or we don't have any translation things where it could give a wrong number. I mean, the only way we could possibly show a number is if it came from Amazon. All right. Now, if it's not working, what happens is it just doesn't check, and you won't see any dots there. All right. But if it gives you a number, what did you say it was? You said number 35 on keyword tracker. Well, somewhere on Amazon, some browser showing you at 35. But again, let me know, when is the last time it showed you on 35? Do you have boost on? Was that checked in like the last hour? Are you checking it every hour? Let me know. We have Eduardo and we have Edward online. Edward, how's it going? He said, "Hola, B-man." How's it going, Edward? MT says, any new products relating to PPC? Not right now. We have the newer metric and cerebral and magnet, which we call Amazon recommended, because it's what Amazon recommends to you, especially in regards to advertising. So if you want to consider that something that you can use for PPC, yes. But again, that's not Helium 10 saying, hey, you got to use this word for PPC. That's actually Amazon telling you you should use, or that whoever owns that ASIN should use a certain word for PPC using whatever algorithm that Amazon uses. So that's semi-new. Like within the last 3 weeks, we've had that metric, and so that's something that you can utilize. Ola says, "Hey Bradley, how are you?" I'm doing great, Ola. How's it going? Sherry says, "How's it going?" Hello, guys. All right. Vin says, "I'm about to launch another product. I live in Europe, so I can access only other tools. Do you suggest 2 or 8 days during the CPR number?" Europe as well. I have been hearing the same applies in Europe. 8 days, 7 to 8 days. Whether you're using Judo Launch or any of those services there, 8 days is what is working. And then sometimes some customers, they go even beyond the 8 days and just do a little steady trickle. Like if you don't think that you're going to be able to stick to page 1. Remember, what's going to help you stick to page 1 no matter what marketplace? Organic sales based on that search of that keyword. All right, that's just the end of the day. That's what is going to keep you on page 1. So many people try and say, oh, if you use a giveaway to get to page 1, you're not going to stick. It has no reason how you get to page 1 other than you need to make sure that you stay on page 1 using can't even think right now. Getting organic sales. All right, so that is the most important right there. All right, let me just check this. I'm still trying to see one last thing if there's any way. Nope, I still can't upgrade it here. All right, let's see. Next question. Eduardo says, "I turn on the boost." All right, so Eduardo, so is it telling you position 35 every single hour? All right, if it is, that I find that hard to believe. That if you're showing 22 and you actually show 24 tests in the last day, that it would be showing 35 every single time. So let me know if it is or not, and if or maybe it's just not checking every hour. All right, let me know. He said, "I will keep checking that keyword." Yeah, but Eduardo, what I said, I'm serious. Regardless of Helium 10 or whatever, try that. However many browsers that you have, do your search for that keyword in all those browsers, and I guarantee. Some of them are going to be different positions, because that's how Amazon works. They have these algorithms where they show you different positions. Whether you're signed in, whether you're not. Whether you're in Florida or whether you're in California, etc., etc. And especially if you're out of the country, you got to make sure, Eduardo, that you have a Amazon or a delivery address in your Amazon buyer. On the top left, you've got to make sure that you have that set to a U.S. address. So if you're in the USA and you have a US address, you should be good to go. But that definitely could change. MT says, "Can you explain how to turn on boost?" Excellent question. If you have a keyword that you're tracking in Keyword Tracker, on the left-hand side, or if I point this way, on the left-hand side, you're going to see a little like rocket ship. All right, you're going to mouse over there, click it until the rocket ship turns red, and then starting then, it's going to be checking every hour for you. All right, we got Edward and Eduardo talking about the same thing. Edward says, "My keyword tracking is not updating." All right, Edward, I just checked. It's working for me. It's working for many people, but there were some people who had issues last week, and it could be that maybe some of you guys still have issues. Like I'm checking right now, one that I just have. Yeah, it's been checking like every day. Hour the 24th. Yeah, so if you have something wrong, make sure to open up a case right away, because I just checked and mine's working fine. I just checked every hour. I had one on boost, as a matter of fact. So it's selective. It's not all accounts. So you've got to be able to let support know what your email address is and what your account is, and send them a screenshot, and so that they would be able to troubleshoot specifically for you. And they'll get back to you within a couple hours, and hopefully within a couple days, they'll have it fixed for you. Eduardo says he's in London. All right. That could be it right there, Eduardo. In your Amazon buyer account, at the top left, all right, top left, like let's say you're on Amazon.com, Where does it say delivers to? Let me know. Does it say delivers to? Does it have your address in London? Or does it have a US address? All right. If it does not have a US address, you have got to enter a US address on there. Okay. So that's important for your indexing. All right. It's important for your indexing. And also, if you're doing manual checks, you have got to do that. All right. That has nothing. This has nothing to do, by the way, with keyword tracker. All right. This has nothing to do with keyword tracker. But you said that you checked and you were on position 22 or something like that. All right. If you're doing your own manual check, Eduardo, make sure that you have a U.S. address or zip code. All right. If you don't know a U.S. address, enter in 11201. 11201. That's one of my old zip codes from New York when I used to live in New York. So enter 11201 as your deliver address, and then do your organic checks for your keyword and see if it's closer to what Helium 10 is saying. Vin says, how do you deal with guys stealing your pictures? You've got to report them to Amazon. There's a place where you can report copyright infringement. You can do that in Seller Central, and then you could show them. You've got to be able to prove that it's your image, and yeah, absolutely open up a case in Amazon for that. All right, guys, I'm gonna hop off right now. I might come on later on tonight if I can fix this broadcast. It should not be like this where it's such a bad resolution. So I'm gonna get this fixed, guys, and we might try this again later on tonight. If not tonight, then tomorrow. All right, Edward says, Brooklyn, stand up. What's up? All right, we'll see you guys later.